Normies watching Season 6, Episode 6 of Community. Community, this is basic email security.
Basic email. Oh, Hillary Clinton.
Did anyone know anyone that ever actually fell for any of the email scams?
No.
I do.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Oh, actually.
They were fished?
Yes, they were fished.
You have been fished.
And he was a very popular person in high school, and I was very surprised when he came to me one day. He's like, yeah, bro, I need $5,000 so I can send it to this guy. And I was like, no!
$5,000?
Yeah, that's what they ended up getting. It was just one of the princes that were trying to get their money out of a...
Oh, he helped the Nigerian. You got a Nigerian prince?
But it wasn't, I don't think he was a Nigerian guy, but yeah, it was a Nigerian prince scam.
Damn.
Right when they first came out, though, you know what I mean? Like,
one of his buddies got
Nation Prince.
Oh no!
It's Prince Brown.
Somebody got scammed.
Oh no.
Literally fell for the old, and this might have been a phone scam, but it was basically like you owe the IRS.
Oh, you gotta be careful of that one, bro.
Man,
they tried to get me.
But they asked to be paid in Kroger gift cards.
oh,
Like, well, seems about right.
And he got up to about $5,000 until
oh my god.
someone
He's
was
like,
like,
"What people
hey,
do
like the
that?"
Kroger attendant was like, who's this to? And then, yeah, then he talked who was like, yeah, bro, you.
Kroger gift card? What? Why would the
Why
government?
would the IRS?
Yes, why would the government want Kroger gift cards?
Dude.
Was he gonna do mail then?
To say what I was gonna say is,
This is not a micro substitute?
oh no, I was gonna be like as a fucking thief, why are you like, I want all the Kroger gift cards? Like, you're just like, I'm really hungry. Like,
Right.
there's you could have just got money and done whatever the fuck you wanted with
You know
it.
what? Maybe this
Can you
guy was
believe
feeding
that
the
one guy
neighborhood.
though? Like he's tried this scam 1,000 times.
Like,
and finally,
wow.
fucking works.
Pays off almost $5,000.
It's the one, you know? Not a micro substitute. Support us on Patreon if you want to see the original content. We do podcasts, skits, gaming channel. We're all doing it because of you guys. You support us. Please hit the like button. Talk to us in Discord. We have Teespring. Store
Yep.
things. Follow us on
Watch this
Instagram.
on
Crazy
Hulu.
amount of Dalmatians.
Watch
in
this
the
on
shop.
Hulu.
Yeah, like
please.
everything is Dalmatians.
Damn it!
You guys remember why?
Yes. I hope this doesn't wake up.
Oh, Elroy!
Computer no worky.
Please don't.
You have been owned by Elite Fleet 69. Our hacks are all up in your systems.
Hilarious.
There are a lot of Z's being used.
Oh my god. Hacksaws. 1337 Leap.
Phone's been hacked.
How can we stop it?
Too late, it's happened.
No parlo hablo too late at Greendale, Elroy. There's always something that can be done.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but you could cut the hard line at the mainframe.
Love it. Love it. Hard line. Love it. What does that even ever mean?
Cut the hard line on the mainframe.
The hard lines in the mainframe.
What is the
Where is the mainframe? He's gonna get there and be like, what the fuck?
What is that?
Line. We're being sarcastic. If you do not cancel this hateful comedy show, you will taste our power in this way. It's the lunch lady's emails. It's
10 elements that look
all
like
the lunch lady's.
Neil.
Which lunch lady?
You mean the one who serves the hot food?
That's the one.
Elroy.
Please tell me you guys aren't sitting there reading the lunch lady's leaked emails.
No one here could ever do that. Not even in shifts. It's decades of data. I'm reading the Greendale Gazette's highlights of the lunch ladies' emails.
I found a torrent of all the highlights if you don't want to wait for the ads to load.
Abed, that's stealing. Those ads are there so the Gazette can pay people to go through the lunch ladies'
Not to get too liberal, but once they're online, does anyone really own the lunch lady's emails? You guys are violating her privacy.
We're just the media's doing that, Beretta. We're just reading the news.
This is the fappening. Me and
I was
Mark got
about
to
to
have
say,
this conversation
the
literally
fappening.
today.
Let's talk about the
Hi,
family.
Britta got
See a
up
few
the line.
familiar faces here, a few new ones as well. No? Just gonna keep the cop you've known for 5 years at arm's length?
Yeah, I love this show already, bro. This is so good.
Mark
Our
got to
city
your Brita
does
confirmed.
have a cybercrime division, but it's pretty new. Any leads? Officer Warburton?
I want McDonald's.
It makes sense.
Once? McDonald's.
Some of you probably can see from Gupta Gupta.
Who's
Who
Gupta
seeks to spread hatred with his hateful comedy.
Indian
You guys
comedian?
booked Gupta?
Oh my god, Dean, he's renowned for his racist act.
How could he be racist? Listen to his name.
What happened to the lunch lady is going to happen to everyone on the activities committee.
We don't have it.
You
Oh,
are
shit.
the activities committee.
No, I'm just a cop, born in a small town, raised in the heartland. But I say cancel the performance. Give the government the sweeping powers it needs to detect and eliminate people before they turn into hackers.
Whoa. Okay.
That's all. What?
Minority?
How's everything otherwise?
Giving up freedom.
Avengers?
Yeah!
Avengers?
Still relevant.
Wow, it's still relevant.
Hands on this. Really penned in Joss Whedon creatively, so how could that go wrong? Okay, see
And it did. God damn.
So funny.
That's hilarious.
Don't you guys think that we have an obligation here? Cop says no. The cops say that your car trunk has something to do with 9/11. They're not philosophers, they're crossing guards with guns.
Damn.
What the fuck?
I can't believe I'm the one saying this. For God's sakes, we're frickin' Americans. We're talking about freedom of speech. It's the amendment so important, it's literally the first one they remembered to add.
White
Penises.
We prefer to be called penises of color vaginas.
I know that our wealth is no longer distributed. And yes, our democracy has been hijacked and turned into a puppet show about two fake parties that are controlled by a cartel of monopolies. And
That's true.
She's doing the speech.
They'd be illegal. Freedom of speech
So on
acknowledged.
point, that whole thing.
Trust us. You cancel the show and you cancel people. Might as well bring dinosaurs back.
What?
What? Guess how much better my emails are? You want me to call a press conference and say, now do me?
No, I'll do it. Let them leak me.
No, Britta, you don't know what you have in there.
I'm not letting you do this alone.
Oh, you all gonna leak?
Oh God.
Someone has to be the last one to stand up, and now that someone isn't me.
It's gonna be Jeff.
I kind of zoned out as soon as we're standing to go see Avengers.
Fine. Guys, this is so inspiring. Just let me know how it goes.
The performance by Gupta Gupti Gupta
gonna
will
play
go
Gupta
on as
Gupti
scheduled
Gupta?
tomorrow night, and we encourage anyone who believes in freedom to attend Mr. Gupta's performance. Freedom of speech does not just apply to speech you want to hear.
Case in point, am I right?
Oh, I'm being censored! I'm being censored!
She's like laughing during that scene.
They like know the press people's names, like Stephanie get the good
Nobody gets on the internet tonight? What do we say?
No peeking at the leaking.
What? Everyone is gonna be. What are you
Yeah,
talking
they're gonna read all this shit.
Oh man,
Thank you for backing me
a
up.
bunch of terrible discussions for FS.
It's not like I use that stupid Greendale email for anything but porn subscriptions and improv show mailing lists.
What makes you think it's only your Greendale email they'll be leaking? You have a computer in your office?
Uh-huh.
You look at boobies on it?
One time.
They got it. They got everything. It's Vietnam now, baby.
It's Vietnam, baby.
It's Vietnam.
No fucking rules.
This is hilarious.
I hear the hackers leaked our emails. Should we help set up chairs?
Something was wrong with that one. Bad chair.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
What do you think?
I asked the damn question.
Fine.
I'm glad you like it. I hate to think my wardrobe wasn't passing muster with this group. So here I am, a brand new outfit.
I'm not usually the best at nonverbal cues, so I have to ask. Is it possible that everyone here but me read all of each other's leaked emails? I read it all!
It just comes right out.
Let's see, you type more descriptions of my house guest era Sinbad wardrobe.
House guest era Sinbad.
You had my blood tested for amphetamine. I don't think I'm jumpy enough.
I think it's
my
her
friends
blood.
can steal my
No, Gupta is about to be the most
Abed,
racist
if you
caricature.
wouldn't mind, please, checking the sound system? Unless you're too busy telling your girlfriend I don't understand Donnie Darko.
Oh! Honestly, I don't understand it either.
It's a hard movie to understand.
It's also just okay.
You gotta.
Or will
I watched it when I was a kid. I gotta rewatch.
office unfairly influence wagers in your betting pool about my sexual preference?
We kept it among friends. You told Human Resources I was a functional alcoholic.
I am required to file a report on every teacher, and if you throw another tantrum, I will revise yours.
To what? Non-lethal murderer? Harmless javelin thrower? What in your
Armless
unqualified, buzzword-bloated, literate schoolhouse of a brain is a functional alcoholic?
What in your brain is a chapstick lesbian?
What is a chapstick lesbian?
$300.
Everyone here.
What is that?
I have no idea.
It's like a lipstick lesbian.
Yeah, well, we all read about ourselves in your weirdly long melodramatic emails to your sister, who you might notice never responds. Take a hint.
She's dead.
Damn.
Pretend to write her emails as a journaling device. You wretched, invasive little gremlin!
Why don't we just call that
Maybe what we all need to do here is have everyone in the room address and own one thing that they know is out there. No blame, no shame, just an explanation. I'll start.
Chapstick lesbian.
When I realized they had somehow mistaken me for their cousin, for some reason, I suppose it was loneliness, I simply failed to disabuse them of that notion. And even though our relationship is based on a lie, for me, it's one of the realest I'll ever know.
I hope you don't think by explaining that you're off the hook for the 3D models you've been making of our bodies without our permission.
What?
That's what those photos were for?
Why did you even
I'm making a game about lady time travelers.
Where? In your pants?
Did anyone see Jeff's letters? He writes to astronauts. Talk about creepy.
They're national heroes!
Yes, they are. Leave them alone.
I gotta see.
You know what I don't want to see? Your exchanges with your life coach about the study group when we were dating.
You two dated?
This was a study group?
Haven't been well utilized since.
This was a study group?
I love you more than my dad. I'm tired of game guys.
There he is.
Yes!
Yes! Oh my god, from Super Troopers? Yes! Holy shit!
Say the truth, Goopty Goopty. We've been through a bit of a rough patch.
Dean was telling me about it and been reading about
He
it.
looks so weird without the stash.
To be honest,
Ramrod.
I'm really grateful. This is the first school in 6 months that hasn't canceled, so thanks.
What's his name? It's all sympathetic, right?
Yeah, what is his real name?
You said it like 100 times.
Is
like,
it Jay Chandrasekhar?
That's what you always say, so I guess.
That was the director of Super Troopers. I don't know if that is Jay Chandrasekhar or not. It might have started his own movie.
One Indian guy.
Because of the first one in 6 months, I haven't canceled.
I want him to come out with like a red dot, bindi, and like a turban, like hello.
I love this song every time they use it.
Neil!
Damn, Neil, look at sharp, look at fresh, bro. Just Neil. That's it. That is it. Just Neil.
Well, at least that lost in the audience.
All the fighting.
There's a new message from the hackers. Everybody quiet down. Ahmed, cut the music. If this performance goes on as scheduled, all of your information will be published. If you do not want this to happen, you will find a way to stop this performance.
Stop! Hey!
Sit down,
No, he
Neil.
just doesn't want his emails to be
But you
leaked.
can't stop the people from stopping this show!
You hear that?
He does have something to do with it.
No, he doesn't. They all want the show to be stopped because no one wants their emails leaked, right?
We've been to hell and back for you. Get up there and do your stupid act for freedom.
Okay, this guy.
The
Look
worst.
at
This would be
him.
the
It
hardest
looks
thing
like he
you
ate so
ever.
much. He's very fat. But are you also black or Jewish? It's hard to be fat when you're black or Jewish. Because when you're black, your community steals all your food, so you can't eat as much.
Oh my god.
And when you're Jewish, nobody ever buys anything, so you can't eat as much.
They leaked the entire school's data.
It's over. We did it for freedom, guys. For freedom.
But at what cost?
So hey, fat guy in the audience, have you found anyone else you could love? Like another fat person?
Oh my
or
God.
Are you one of those fat people who will always be alone?
Oh my god.
I like this guy.
They did all that for the.
Savage as fuck.
You enjoyed my girlfriend in 2009?
She enjoyed your plagiarized poetry.
I will kill you!
Oh my god!
Care about me!
Oh my god!
No, Garrett! Garrett! soul left to steal.
I don't see how we can bounce back from this one.
This one?
Yeah. Can you follow a theme of revealed secrets?
That was
The
the
email
funniest
hack
shit.
is the third installment of a trilogy that began with Annie losing a pen in what I've come to call the Golden Age.
I'm guessing the second chapter would be when your best friend vanished on a mysterious boat trip after the older one masturbated himself to death. What?
That happened.
I always want to make sure I know what the lesson is.
The rest of the school's in shambles, so maybe we're more evolved in forgiving them.
We already know that's stupid.
I feel more desensitized to jokes about Jews and blacks. Is that good?
The other pieces are privacy, freedom of speech, terrorism, and government. So the lesson is probably an ironic pairing, like one man's privacy is another man's freedom.
Government is terrorism?
The only free speech is private speech.
A free government terrorizes privacy. That's all four, bitches.
The government.
How about terrorism and God?
Is this us?
I swear to God, this is us. This is legitimately us.
This is Brian, a.k.a. String Cheese Hustler, a.k.a. Fart Mitzvah, Stone Boners 88, Frozen Suck, Captain Titty.
Frozen Suck, Captain Titty.
God damn you.
How do you sleep at night, Booger? You were one of us. You were free. No one's free when they're one of them. And to answer your question, I sleep alone with one eye open. One in cuffs.
Oh my god. Damn. All right, Warbird. That was fucking fart mitzvah. Let's go fart mitzvah. Fart mitzvah. What? This is so dumb. This is us. This is so stupid. We're done.
I'm sorry if I used photography to digitally approximate some of your.
Yeah, that's fucked up, Elroy.
Alright.
What? It is.
No!
Oh no, what? I love this guy. Go ahead, keep me at arm's length. You've known me for 5 years. Cinematic shot.
The thing you said back there about not being a part of anything, is that really how you feel?
It's not a question of how I feel. I feel like flying. I don't jump off buildings. You know, there's no rule that says we have to be friends, right?
How about common courtesy? Familiar with that rule?
Words common and courtesy have opposite values. Common courtesy is just gibberish. Joey Catherine hoping to cheat reality.
You're a cynic, son of a bitch. Give you that. You know, my wife, she makes these dream catchers.
Shut the hell up. How fast can you get us to the mainframe hardline?
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
What the mainframe hardline?
So good.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, this must be the best episode, y'all. This might be the best episode.
I don't know if it was the best.
I think it might be the best. For me, it's hands down the best one.
Fart mitzvah guy.
Fart mitzvah.
Sucked.
What was it, Captain Titty or Captain?
Captain Titty.
Captain Titty, Frozen Suck.
Like, just finished.
That shit was pure hilarity.
Dude, that was like the third, like all the references, the bottle episode, it started with Annie's pen, and then what I call the golden age. That's so funny.
And she was like, let me guess, that ended when your one friend masturbated himself to death and the other disappeared on a mysterious boat ride across the world.
Just the self-awareness of this show is
my
ridiculous.
It hits like, this is its stride. This is like, at the end of a race when somebody just like locks in, you're like, oh shit, they're going for it.
It's like the show got its second win, sprinting to the.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was an awesome episode.
Hilarious.
Fucking fart.
That was so good.
So funny.
The writing's so tight.
That's so good.
The kid being like, he was the soul of the nightmare of the school.
Yeah.
No soul left to give.
Oh, Garrett.
Yeah.
He said, the school.
Did you enjoy my girlfriend in 2009, Leonard? Like what the Leonard? Fuck Garrett's girlfriend. And emailed her.
As much as she enjoyed your plagiarized poetry.
Oh my god.
There are literally 3 jokes per sentence right now.
Honestly, every single line, this is so fun. It's like not a second is wasted on something funny.
I feel like I must have missed out a lot of jokes last episode.
Oh yeah. We always do.
So this is one of those instances where, like, if anything else, like, if they did this every episode, you'd be like, the show's too funny. Like, you can't watch the show. It's too fucking funny. Like,
it just means you need to rewatch it. That's all.
They just fucking dropping them.
Like, just the great reveals of, like, the emails. Like, they just had constant stuff.
Would you guys read emails like
How,
about each other?
that's the bad discussion you were wanting, isn't it?
No. That is the bad one, because the one is that, like, because it's not about the emails. Obviously, this is right around during, like, the iCloud leak, the fappening.
The fappening.
And, I
This
mean,
is
like,
2009.
they're kind of, like, I feel like that's what they're like talking about. It's like when a celebrity's like things leak, you're not supposed to look at it and like
I
people
never
look
looked
at it.
at those.
My controversial
Allegedly.
statement was going to be that in the future, everyone's going to get around this by when you every like 10 years you'll just post a naked picture of your body and be like, here you go, don't leak me.
That was weird.
You'll have to submit it to the world.
Designing
So
their bodies.
Yeah.
They have everything.
I
guys.
actually haven't looked at those pictures.
I have not either.
You're lying.
I am not lying.
No, he literally told me this morning at lunch.
Literally cut that out. You're not going to make me a pariah on the internet. No, that will not be mentioned on the internet. Everybody should look at them.
What pictures?
None of
What
them.
pictures you looking at, Chris?
The fappening.
I looked at none of them.
Look.
The big leak,
I'm-
the iCloud leak.
I may or may not.
Someone
allegedly.
sent it to me, and I didn't know what the fappening was.
I
And
didn't
it was
know what
Aubrey
it was
Plaza doing things. And I didn't know. I was like, is that I closed it after that.
So I'm confused.
I only saw the one.
It was a bunch of celebrity like nude leaks and shit.
Yeah, it was like.
I want to see.
Thank you for going
There was
down
a-
in flames with me.
There was a part 3.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
they were like working on a part
It's
4.
like the fappening part. They threatened Emma
I'll go
Watson,
down
and Emma
and
Watson was like, "Bitch, I don't have any nudes. Go
Right.
for it."
It's when you found out that a lot of celebrities' password is password.
Yeah.
Or change me.
Change.
Say the whole them coming into the room and like being like.
Yeah.
And then Chang's like, I read them all.
Jack just fucking tosses that chair and he's like, something's wrong with that one. Like,
But like, I know this was for freedom of speech and all, but like they pushed it too
Dude,
far.
that was.
no.
What was the lesson? Freedom isn't fair.
Crime doesn't pay.
That's like us with the jet skis.
Right, what do we learn? And we're just all in the car mad. We're like, nothing. We learned nothing. Literally. God, that was... If there was a camera for that car ride, the bitch would have 2 million hits because it's just us all screaming about jet skis while driving through Miami in truck.
Calling
We're
me
gonna sue 'em.
like, you guys better fucking do something.
Do something about it. The one girl's like, my family's lawyers, it's fine. And I was like, we just met a girl whose family are lawyers and shit's gonna go down. And the chick was like, I should have charged you more money, motherfucker. Like,
We were like, damn.
Damn, I don't know what. But the,
it went down, Pat.
It was like an arm wrestling competition where suddenly they broke us through the table. We were like,
And then afterwards, we all just like took our frustration out on each other. This is your fault that I saw you having fun on the jet skis.
we were like, what's the lesson here? Freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free.
Waves.
You were.
I was not.
You
So-
were fast.
I did not. I'm
So,
the most responsible driver.
So with Britta being like she's for freedom of speech even when it's something that she doesn't like to hear, it's kind of a big deal because we got into that a lot recently in the like last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Where
This is a big
there,
deal. What did you think? Did you think his jokes were super inappropriate, or do you think it could work in a context?
No, they're super
They were
inappropriate.
super,
was
super
mean.
inappropriate.
They weren't that funny. They weren't that
Which joke?
observational.
Are you talking about Gupta Guptas? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I've heard similar shit like that.
I have heard shit
people.
like that, but
Yeah,
people are
I don't
being,
think
like,
that was super.
sarcastic.
Like, I don't think
But-
that was like anything inappropriate. Because
Like, listen, Russell Peters goes around the world and he
And
will
yeah.
make fun of all the stereotypes. you know?
Exactly. I've
But,
heard.
like, it's kind of funny.
There's one thing to make fun with something that was just straight. Just
like, all right.
But
So
look, if you had a crowd, if you had a crowd that's accustomed to that, though,
that was
like
straight
Russell
mean.
Peters straight up, like he called Jews cheap, but if he called Indians cheap, I would have laughed at that shit.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I think that it's weird because comedy,
that was more of a
humor
attack.
is subjective.
That's-
it has to be fun.
That's attack comedy.
Humor is subjective, and it has to be funny, right? Like it has to be. There's a Surfer Levis, like here's a stereotype, and there's the I thought about this for 20 minutes and actually came up with something that's interesting that says something about this.
Yes.
And I think that shit's funny, not just
I
like.
forgot that he just straight up attacked Fat Neil.
Yeah, he was just like,
that was
hey,
not okay, not okay.
Like the one joke was, are you gonna ever find somebody that you love? Or you one of those fat guys that's alone all the
That's
time?
not
a joke.
Not a joke.
It'll make somebody laugh. That's not a joke though. There is no foresight into that joke. It's not, hey, I looked at this coincidence. Isn't this funny? It's here's a mean statement.
That was just straight attack comedy.
All right, put this motherfucker in every crowd anywhere. I'm about to write a set just for Pat.
All right,
It's gonna consist of 2 words.
Shit was funny, man.
Would you guys read emails about each other?
If all of our emails leaked,
I feel like we already know about each other.
nah.
It's too much reading, and plus
I don't think there's any.
Everyone's just searching for their
If it was a video, I would watch it.
I hardly use
I wouldn't
email.
want to. I don't want to
It's
know what you're
emails.
saying
Like I
about
don't
me.
like talk shit in emails.
Okay, so
But I'm
scratch
saying,
that.
if
Period.
it's-
I don't talk shit. Period.
Here's what happens. Someone hacks us, and they just make a big old folder,
Talk shit.
and it's got all the photos we've ever taken in it. See, now that's
I
raises the
would
fucking
look
stakes.
through that. Yeah.
Anyone's taking on their phone, you can't look at the
Are you
photos I've taken on my
serious?
phone.
Why would
The
you
photos
look
I've
through
taken
that?
on my
You
phone
can't look
are
at the photos on my
explicit.
What you guys doing in your?
See, I don't use my phone
I
for
was kidding. I'm
explicit
just kidding.
pictures.
Really?
Expensive.
What do you use for your explicit pictures?
I don't.
Oh, I don't have any pictures like that. I don't have any explicit
But like
pictures either.
ones that you
I have a
receive
studio.
also.
What do you?
Like you don't want.
What I'm saying is if your whole entire phone history of all the things you've texted, all the pictures you've taken, and all the pictures that have been sent to you was put into a big giant pile and was labeled Normies, and it's all of us, then that's the question: is who's going to look at that? Because who gives a fuck about our emails?
The
I don't
internet?
email shit.
Email,
about you.
yeah, we don't email.
Well, not the internet.
I
We're
would
talking
love
about
to see which
internally.
of my shit got leaked though.
Oh yeah, but how do you do that without wading through the
That-
waters
that-
of seeing a lot of pictures of my own butthole that I've only personally
Oh
taken?
God!
You put a little tulip. You put a tulip in it because the tulip looks like, and it's a very.
Oh, tell me the fuck.
This is a joke. Never put a tulip on my ass and sent the photo to somebody. Hey bitch, guess what time it is?
Is it like a protest?
tulip time.
Is it like a protest picture where the hippies put it in the gun barrel?
Yeah,
Like-
don't fart on me.
It's like American Beauty, and he's like,
Don't spread on me.
so chapstick lesbian is also.
Oh shit.
Oh, chapstick
That's a
lesbian.
fake lesbian. That's like a lesbian that tries it once.
So no, I thought a lipstick. I don't know if a chapstick lesbian is a real thing. A lipstick lesbian is just like a like pretty lady who like tries to like date other pretty ladies or something like that. I don't know. Please, gay community, tell me that I'm wrong because I don't know. And I don't know if chapstick lesbian's a real thing or if Jeff is just like, what is it called? Chapstick lesbian because it's like a
Chapstick
downgrade.
lesbian.
Jeff's
Oh
answer
shit!
was
What is
A
urban dictionary?
lesbian who cares more about practicality than image. She really doesn't gravitate to the traditional images of butch or femme. She does what she wants and doesn't really care how she's seen.
So that's a real thing. When was that
I
definition
prefer
written?
chapstick over lipstick because the former is actually useful. Chapstick lesbian baby. That's the sentence.
this on Urban Dictionary?
Jeff's answer
Yeah.
was
When was it written?
about
When?
$300.
June 16, 2006, before the.
Wait, about $300 what?
Unless you'd care to refute it. That's all his answer was. She's like, "What's a chapstick lesbian?" He goes, "About $300, unless you'd care to refute it."
Because they have a pool going on. So
Yeah.
if he's right, he gets $300. God, this episode, man.
This is so good, man. I gotta rewatch this one for sure.
That one when she was like, when he was like, back when we dated, and then Frankie's like, you guys dated, and then fucking Elmer's like, this was a study group, because like, it's so far away from. I love
Yeah,
it
like
though.
what
He
happened?
was like, how are we gonna find our way out of this one?
It's like this one, like when Annie lost her pin and everybody had to get fucking searched.
The gold. So that's why people refer to season 3 and 2 as the golden age of Community. Because like the fandom, that's what they'd call it. I'm like, oh, well, like literally Abed called it that.
That makes
Super meta, dude. I can't. There's one joke that I remember in this whole entire season. I can't wait till we get to it. It's like the fun. Like we're gonna have to watch it twice because we're gonna start laughing and then like miss shit and have to watch it again.
Oh, that's exciting.
Well, let's
It's
get
gotta
to
be a
it.
couple
I feel like I
episodes.
have to do it with this
Get
one.
your fishy hands away from me.
No, it's like you are a clam. Oh no, it's like death. No. Does your penis run away from you when you touch it?
It goes back in.
Say bye.
Thanks for watching Community with the Normies. We have early access and uncut episodes of Community available on Patreon, and we have links to our live gaming channel, merchandise, and social media down in the description. Shout out to Luis, Joe Maggs, Nasser the Artist, Markio, Chelsea, Gino, Adam, Kelly, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, and Philip for being our super patrons, and we'll see you next time.